From business schools in Boston to tea houses in Japan, from envious neighbors to warring adversaries, there is one common refrain, one stellar case study, a story that is being said and heard over and over again. It's also the theme of this two-day summit that will amplify the story's decibels a few notches up. India is unstoppable. A very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Shri Vinay Kumar Saxena, Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Shri Vineet Jain, Managing Director, Times Group, esteemed dignitaries, delegates, and guests gathered here today for Times Now Summit. It is truly an honor to stand before you on this momentous occasion, representing our mega news brand Times Now, who has been chronicler, cheerleader, fanboy, and sometimes player in the India story over the last 2 decades. This edition of Times Now Summit will focus on unstoppable India, and we'll have a solid lineup of speakers who will expound on the subject. I will therefore refrain from discussing that part and contain myself to how we as news media fit into the context of serving an unstoppable nation and what are the challenges that we as a society face that media can help meet. A nation of our grand size, emerging out of the shadows and into its real glory and stature, is an epochal event. And even as this happens, media's task of ensuring that all constituents are engaged and informed of all facets of events and ideologies, honestly and without bias, is an extremely important responsibility. And I must state, in spite of some glitches here and there, Indian news media has done a commendable job in reporting during these challenging and historic decades. In spite of continuous heckling by mostly faceless critics, Indian corporate media have come good on their purpose of fostering and defending vital principles that have ensured that we are a vibrant democracy. Times Network's position as India's most influential network has been built diligently over the last 2 decades, story by story, to build trustworthy and dependable news platforms, even as we navigated rapidly changing technological, social, behavioral spheres, needless to mention the ever-changing business landscapes that we have been faced with. To stay on top of news media in a rapidly rising nation of such diversity is the work of champions. We are proud that we've been able to hold our audience's attention and to be a part of the nation's journey for the last 20 years. The advent of unbridled social media-based opinion factories, the proliferation of artificial intelligence, advanced graphics, and the ease of creating and disseminating news content have presented both challenges and opportunities. While these advancements have revolutionized the way we consume and engage with information, they have also amplified the spread of misinformation, blurring the lines between fact and fake. These developments are advancing much faster than we have been able to learn and adapt, and threaten the very fabric that holds society together, trust. In such a situation, your role as a consumer assumes paramount importance. The responsibility of sifting through the chaff and identifying the truth is yours to exercise. I cannot overstate how much your choice of news sources and the reasons for them and your ability to discern will have an impact on the future of news products and formats and businesses and society itself. Your attention will make or break the good forces that are vital for this crucial area of society, which goes well beyond just this industry. For our part, as a leading news network, we work hard to establish the credibility of our sources, to question, to verify, and to seek out the most reliable pieces of information to be put together as the basis of our reportage, arguments, and opinions. As viewers and subscribers and partners, you have appreciated our efforts and wholeheartedly supported this. This support indeed goes a long way in upholding the integrity and credibility of our journalism. Thank you for your continued faith in Times Now. All the hard work that we do in the field and in our newsrooms has resulted in opinions and stories from Times Now resonating across not just living rooms and water coolers in offices, but even boardrooms and assemblies. Aptly and deservedly giving us the right to use the adage, action begins here. As we go forward with you on our ongoing voyage through the choppy oceans of information and disinformation, we would like to imagine and believe that you would also consider Times Now as not just the place where action begins here, but also where, in the context of facts, your search ends here. This summit is our effort to embody the same values and bring to you exciting content on the eve of historic Lok Sabha elections and at the beginning of what will be known as the India decades. It is true that an unstoppable nation needs an aggressive and responsible media. Times Now Summit is a part of that effort to empower our viewers with the highest standards of information that will let them embark on this journey of discovery, enlightenment and progress. This two-day summit will give all of us ample points to think about and implement, not just in the nation's journey, but also in our own respective unstoppable journeys. I welcome you all to this mega two-day summit. Thank you.